So, hello and welcome to my next chess video. This time I show you the live game between Houdini 4 x64B versus Monarch 1.7. Yeah, let them play the sozin variation of the Sicilian defense, which arises exactly this opening position I gave them, and this arises after the moves e4, c5, knight f3, d6, d4, pawn takes d4, knight takes d4, knight f3, knight c3, and a6, and knight orf, and now bishop to c4, the sozin, and b4, bishop b3. Yeah, this is the opening position, and now it's Monarch's turn. Let's see, probably something like e6, maybe even e5 is what the Monarch is calculating. Let's see, e5, knight f3, b4, knight here, knight takes here, bishop to here, not even touching the pawn, the c-pawn, bishop here, threatening to go here and fork. Then how to defend this? Probably knight here, just blocking. Then knight takes here, followed by bishop there, or knight takes, queen takes, or bishop, wait, what? Yeah, pawn takes. And for example, if this, then bishop takes knight, pawn takes knight, bishop takes f7, and you kind of have to go here, because if you take the bishop then you lose the queen for nothing, so you kind of have to go here. Then queen takes, king takes, castling, king here for example, and knight here, check, king here. But okay, you can also just, after b4, knight here, you can also just go here, not touch the pawn. Then maybe bishop there, bishop there, bishop takes. Another knight is very well placed here. Now maybe castling, or maybe even castling queen. No, castling queenside looks very dangerous. Okay, we don't have the move knight to f3. We have the move knight to f5. Now if bishop takes, then pawn takes. Queen here probably. Then maybe queen there, but then this one. No, queen here attacks the rook. So probably knight there. Just developing, no, not queen takes. Now bishop there. Bishop there. Castling. Castling. Of course not taking. This. Probably that. I don't know, I just want to see if something like this will ever work. Bishop takes, queen takes, bishop here, pawn here. I don't know. We don't have this, but this is also, you kind of have to assess this position. Probably now No, bishop here doesn't work. Yeah, probably bishop here. Pawn takes, knight takes, threatening a fork. So let's say queen here. Then e3. So taking is out of the question. Probably that move. Yeah, but this position looks very bad for black, so that's why we don't have takes. We have the move knight to c6. And now the move bishop to g5, pinning the knight. If h6, then just take the knight and attack the queen. Queen has to go all the way back. And now this, look at those two knights here. They're amazing, they are amazing. But you can kick them probably. Kicking them. And then the knight topples back here to e3. Let's say queen here, g3, knight e3, threatening to go here with a check. So bishop there. But then this pawn is very weak. So you can't attack the rook here. And if queen takes, then queen takes here, check, followed by taking the bishop, attacking the rook. Rook doesn't have a lot of squares, so probably rook here, only square. Then you can attack the rook, attack the rook again, and the queen forking. So yeah, this seems pretty dead for black already. So just take off the knight. Just take off the knight and play queen f knight here and queen f3, and it looks pretty busted already. Okay, you cannot play g3, but what else to play? If you play bishop there, then check. If bishop takes, then queen takes his mate. So queen here, knight attacks the rook and also threatening there. So probably rook here. No, you have to defend the bishop if you don't want to lose. There, then check. King has to go there, and now pinning the queen to the king. So there is a lot of stuff possible. So just take and play queen f3. So you might snap this one off immediately. Cannot go here because of this check. If here, the knight here, check. Queen takes, check. I don't know if black can survive this. Probably knight here. Or knight here. Attacks the queen, attacks the bishop. So probably this is defending everything. So that's why probably another move. But queen f3 would be interesting. These knights are just awesome. Bishop takes. Queen takes knight here. No, we don't have this. We have bishop takes, queen takes, and a4. Threatening to take this pawn. And if here, then knight here. Queen here, so it's basically the same thing, but with a4 inserted. Probably you have the option of going knight here, but I would still go queen f3. I don't know about queen f3. a4, b4, knight e5, queen d8, a5, g6. g6 looks kinda awkward to me. So let's see. Let's see what happens there. Maybe you can even sacrifice something immediately. New variation. I don't know. Bishop takes, queen takes, knight here check, bishop takes, queen takes. No, but this is just bullshit. So either the move a5 or the move queen f3 are kind of good. Let's go with queen f3 again. Probably taking this off, but pawn takes. If knight here, forking, then knight here check, counter fork. And if you take, then the rook is hanging with check. And if you don't take, you have to go somewhere with the king. And then you lost castling rights. Probably king here is the best move, because if king here, then... and I actually don't know. This knight e5 is quite annoying. Okay, we have these beautiful knights now on the board. So Houdini 4 is playing world-class chess. So probably taking here anyway. Taking there. Taking there. Taking there. And you'd be up a whole rook, actually. So this doesn't work, this knight a5. But knight here check is threatened anyway. So you kind of have to do something against this. Defend the knight while defending the rook. If here, then forking. If there, then forking. So you kind of have to defend the knight with the rook. But then maybe f6. And you really don't want to take this because of check. Check. If you take the knight, then this is gonna be checkmate. So you kind of have to move with the king. The only square you have where you don't get mated immediately is this one. Now check. Bishop there. Bishop here, check. In here. Knight here. knight takes, bishop takes, rook takes, and you up the exchange and 2 pawns. So okay, but we don't have this queen f3. I'll check this afterwards if queen f3 is also nice. We have this a5 move. And this move. So now there are 2 options I see. 3 actually. Either you go back with the knight, you jump here, or you play bishop a4. So these are the 3 candidates moves I see. Okay, let's go with knight here. Rook there, let's say, to keep an eye on this pawn. Then queen here threatens that pawn. That knight. If you defend it that way, then this is gonna be checkmate. If you the same happens if you defend it that way. So you kind of have to defend it with the queen. Or with the rook. No, with the rook. With the queen or with the rook. If you defend with the rook, boah, this looks so annoying. Knight b6 looks so annoying. Let's say you defend it with the rook, because then you have after this, you have this move, and still you defend this, and you defend the knight. But now what? What to play here after knight b6? Rook here. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Probably knight takes here. If you take with the queen, then knight takes here. Bishop takes there. Queen takes there. And black cannot castle. But and if you take there, then probably knight here. No, knight b6 back. I don't know. After rook c7, it's close. It's close that you can sacrifice there something. Knight b6, rook b8. I wouldn't play rook b8. Knight f5, e3. It's close that something like this works. But not quite. Not quite. Let's look about this move. Okay, you have to do something against this. Probably bishop there, because if you play bishop there, then knight takes a knight here. And then knight takes pawn there. So that's why bishop here, but still knight there takes the rook. But now you get 2 pieces for the rook. This shouldn't be that bad for black. So you cannot do something like this, knight e3 immediately. I don't know. Let's see what Houdini comes up with. Knight b6 he's calculating. And let's see both evaluations right now. Houdini thinks it's winning for white. And the Monarch still thinks it's equal. I also think it's winning for white, but I don't know by how much. It's like, but yeah, I also think it's winning for white because it looks visually crushing, but I don't see a win right now. I would have played queen f3 before, but let's see what Houdini comes up with here. So let's see. Yeah, we have this move knight to b6. My best guess is that one. But now probably knight takes bishop. You can either... No, taking with a knight. Taking with the queen, you cannot castle. You cannot move the queen. You could move it there actually. But then queen here. Knight there. Yeah, probably you just lose a pawn there. So rook here. Probably. Still. No, not knight takes. Yeah, but if here, yeah, okay, then knight takes comes with an attack on the rook. So rook b8 we have. And now queen d5 is calculated by the Monarch, which was also my favorite in the line before. But Houdini calculates knight e3. Why not queen d5? Probably because of bishop e6. But then the knight is hanging with the check. So I will play queen d5, attacking the knight. And f7. So, how to defend this? Yeah, this is a double attack, so you kind of can't defend this. You kind of have to take the knight. No, you cannot take the knight, because then this is checkmate. You can't also go there, but you can go there to c7. Okay, that's true. And now what? Now if bishop there, then bishop here, and it's still all defended. So we have the move knight to e3. And now what? Bishop b7 is what the Monarch is calculating. Now if queen there, then queen there, and you have then later some discoveries. So maybe the other knight goes to c5. Maybe bishop here now. Now queen d5 is calculated by Houdini. Okay, queen d5. Okay, now Houdini plays fast, so there must be a win. Somewhere queen d5, queen c7, Queen c7. Okay, the Monarch also thinks it's lost now for black. Queen c7 looks pretty strong. Queen c7 doesn't look strong. Queen d5 looks strong, I wanted to say. Now what to play? The mate is defended. Probably now knight here. Threatening to check there. To bishop here. Defend against the check. Queen c4. What is this about? Queen c4. Okay, it pins down the knight and it threatens knight to d5. Knight d5. Okay, queen has to go back. Here to defend against the check. And the bishop here. What now? Okay, you kinda lose a pawn, but that's about it. No, you're not castling, of course. Queen here. No, it's worse. This threatens mate and the knight. It's worse. What to do? You cannot defend both. You can defend both. With queen back here. Okay, we have this move. Bishop to g7. Now bishop a4. Pins the knight. Pawn. Bishop takes knight. Queen takes knight. I will castle now. Don't see the threat. Okay, the threat is knight here. Queen can nowhere. There's nowhere to go. Where it can still defend the knight. So bishop takes knight. Pawn takes and queen takes, and it's still an overwhelmingly strong position for the white team. I think black is losing a knight now. Castling followed by knight e to d5. And just look at this position. This is just awesome. This is just awesome. It's not about checkmate, it's about everything. This bishop a4 is just superb. And knight d5. Look at this position. Bishop takes knight. Pawn takes, queen takes. You can't even challenge the queen. And now castling, and this pawn is gonna fall. Also, no, it's not attacked right now, but this pawn is also falling. So black is falling apart here. Castling. Kingside is also an option for white. And then you control the queen side. You can attack on the king side. You can do whatever you want. This is absolutely winning for white. Amazing game by Houdini. Amazing game by Houdini. Let's see both evaluations. Knight d5, castles, queen d8, only move. And then bishop takes c6. Followed by bishop takes and queen takes c6. And then I will call it a day. 3-7. Houdini says it's +7 already. So this is very strong play by Houdini. Let's say after those moves, when this position arrives, I will call it a day for this game. Bishop takes c6. Bishop takes c6 and queen takes c6. And then it's over. It really is. Bishop takes, queen takes. Okay, this is a really amazing show from Houdini. Well, those engines are just super strong. Houdini, Stockfish, and Komodo, but I kinda like the play of Houdini. I also like the play of Stockfish. It's amazing. It's amazing chess. It's just amazing chess. So let's say you go how to go about this. So okay, we have this opening. b5. How is this? It should be equal, says Houdini 4. Yeah, it should be equal. Also after Stockfish, Fritz and Houdini 5 all say it's kinda equal. Maybe even slightly better for black. And now after the next move, e5, knight f5, it's better for black. Bishop takes f5, knight c6, okay. Bishop here, a6, takes. a4, b4, knight f5, takes. Yeah, queen e3, f3 is the second choice of Houdini 4. What about here? Knight, no, not bishop d5. Yeah, bishop d5 probably also strong. Knight here. New variation. Knight here. Queen d8. a4, it's just transposition. What about queen f3 here? New variation is also better for black, for white. Also better for white. g6, maybe something like this is possible. Now it's equal. G takes f5. Knight takes rook. Yeah, it's equal. Although I would prefer white also in this position. After queen takes here, and it's pretty disgusting. Also this is equal according to Houdini, but I would also prefer white here. Just because f7 is weak, this pawn is falling, everything is falling apart probably. So let's see. We have to move a4, b4. b4, knight here, queen d8, and b5. This is amazing. g6, knight here attacking the rook. The rook moves to b8. Knight goes back here. Bishop there. Queen d5, threatening mate, defending. And now queen c4 pins the knight. Yeah, it's just over. Yeah, it's an amazing game. It made look so easy. Okay, this is how to play the sozin. Okay, thanks for watching. See you next time. Ciao.